Hi everyone, Melissa McCall here. I got a few questions for you. So, how many of you have been guilty of saying things like, I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. You get on my nerves. Please leave me alone. I can't do this. Okay, like I want some money, but that kind of stuff just don't happen for me. So, anyway, I always be this way. Or, just can everybody hear that negativity that's coming out of my mouth? And at some point, most of us, if not all of us, have been guilty of saying these words. We have been guilty of being very down on ourselves and speaking that negativity into the atmosphere. And what we don't realize is that our words are so powerful, and we keep speaking it over and over and over again. And then we wonder why our life never changes. We wonder why we never seem to be able to move ahead. But it's because there is such power in our tongue. The Word of God tells us that the tongue, or actually the Word of God, is like a two-edged sword. But our tongue can kill and it can give life. It could do one or the other. And a lot of us, we are killing ourselves daily. It's a slow death, because what we say, what we are thinking ends up coming out of our mouths, which then become living words, good or bad, but they're living words and they're out there in the atmosphere. And then the more we continue to say them, then for a lot of us, the more that we continue to believe it, and we don't even realize it. It's just kind of one of those subconscious things that just happens. But it is real. It is a law. It is what is. And until you understand that there is power in that, until you understand that there's power in your words, then you will always be at the state that you are in. See, somebody told me, as one of my mentors, Cedric Harris, he said, your perception is your reality. Your perception is your reality. And I took that, and he actually kept saying it over and over again. But it is so true. Your perception is your reality. And whatever you think, even within the situation, whatever you think about that situation, then it is. That's what it is for you most of the time. Some of us, we work on a job right now that we just absolutely cannot stand. And I'm not one of those, just in case I have some coworkers watching this video. I'm not. I enjoy my job, but I have done jobs that I absolutely couldn't stand. I have worked jobs that I was just like, oh my goodness, like, when can I leave? And so some of you may be there, and the entire time you're on your job, you're always talking about how much the people get on your nerves, how much you wish you could leave, how much you really do not like your boss. You always talk about how you're sick and tired. You say that phrase all the time. Certain people get on your nerves. All of these things, and I don't even really like saying it, but you continue to say these things, and then you just get more bitter and bitter and bitter. And it turns into hatred, and then there's a wrath that comes on, and then all of those feelings end up affecting your body. So then what comes with that are health issues and, high blood pressure and stress and all these other issues that you didn't really have before, but it all had to do with your perception of where you are. Whereas you could change your thought process or your perception of your situation, and instead of making the negative your reality, you could turn that thing around. And some of you're in a place where it takes somebody like you to be there right now to help the people. But because you are so focused on yourself, you can't even see someone else's need to help them. And that's hard. That's hard. And if I stepped on some toes, I really don't apologize, because it took someone stepping on my toes to help me to grow. And growth is good. If we're living, we might as well be growing. If we're living, we might as well be thriving. And I want to be alive. I want you to be alive. And that's going to take some growth. So anyways, while you're on that job, you should be thinking, okay, either God, show me what it is that you are trying to teach me through this situation, or, show me how I'm supposed to help this person, or just show me, like, Lord, I know that I'm supposed to be growing through this situation, because I guarantee you there is a need somewhere. There's a need somewhere. And it's either going to be you that fills it or it's going to be someone else. And I want to be one who is used. That makes me feel like I have a purpose in life. I want to feel like I'm an open vessel. That makes me feel like I'm here for a reason. And we all want to feel like we are needed. We all want to feel like there is some type of purpose. So please think about those things, because once you start to switch those things around, like for example, for myself, when I started thinking, okay, I know I'm here I know I'm here to help these people. And so God just helped me to be able to help them. Then all of a sudden me going to work is not so bad, because I'm thinking about helping people. And you know how that is. When you start helping people, man, that seed is planted and it's going to come back to you. And then all of a sudden your life around you starts to change, because you just helped somebody who has these phenomenal connections to this wonderful opportunity that is just the answer that you needed to that prayer that you had secretly going on that nobody else knew about, but it's exactly what you needed. And I'm telling you, you would have never gotten there if you had not been able to get over yourself. So please keep in mind that your perception is your reality. If you think that you can't do it, then that's exactly what your reality is. You can't do it. And it doesn't matter what I say. I can come along behind you and I could be like, oh, go, come on, you got it. But if every time you open your mouth about yourself, you give yourself negativity, then that is your reality. And there is nothing that I can do. It doesn't matter if I believe you or your best friend believes in you or your mom or dad believe in you. You've got to believe in you. If you can't learn to see the good in life, if you can't learn to see the good in a situation, then you will always be in that bad luck state of mind, which I don't believe in luck, but a lot of people do. They believe that, some people are just not lucky. Well, whatever. I've never been a lucky person. I've been a blessed person, and I've been a positive person. I've been a person that can speak life into a situation. And I've also been at a place where I have said things that I did not realize I was saying. Someone told me that I say try a lot. I'm going to try to such and such. Well, he said, Melissa, when you say that, you set yourself up for failure. Trying doesn't do anything. If you say you're going to do it, then do it. If you say you're not going to do it, then don't do it. It's too much gray stuff that goes on into this particular culture, American culture. We have lots of gray areas, or we have these fine lines, or we can get really close to the line. Anyways, like not very concrete or absolutes. We don't want to be absolute. But the truth of the matter is, when you're absolute, first of all, it makes life so much easier. And second of all, you grow to be trustworthy. So you're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. And you need to learn how to trust yourself. So I am just so excited that you are going to change your life. And just please keep in mind that your perception really is your reality. And so I will see you on the other side.